guys, how are you doing today? I am Constance. Thank you for joining me in the next episode of my English class. If it is your first time here, you are so welcome, all right? All you need to do is like, subscribe, and share, right, to be a part of this family, learning family. Like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so whenever I post a video, you will be the first to have it. Now we're up to episode 6 of our story time, and we're going to be continue on with our George and Venus's story, right? Our George and Venus's story. And if it is your first time here, all you need to do is check the video links, right? Check the video links. They're very colorful, and you will see where we have story time, the title, story time, and episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we'll be posting episode 6. All right, so you can read, watch the video, enjoy the story, and remember to give the story a name. All right, so let's begin. We're going to begin from our last paragraph from our last story. The last paragraph from our last story. I think I say that correctly. But upon the 4th day of having the keys to his house, George was shocked to see Robert Thomas and 4 other men at his doorstep, claiming they are moving into the house which he had just placed his signature to. "What the hell is this?" George Greenback shouted. "You can't do this. I'm calling the police," he continued shouting. "Call them if you want to, but first you should call your girlfriend," one of the men said mockingly. For a while, George stood there feeling foolish. All of his wonderful daydreaming had now gone from his head. What is Venus up to? He then asked himself. But standing there wishing and wondering wouldn't help or fix the matter. Therefore, George got on his phone and called his girlfriend Venus. No response came the first, second, or the third ring. George became even more flustered and frustrated. Meanwhile, Venus' father, Richard Thomas, went about ordering the men to drag their luggage inside the house. But had George jumped out of a frying pan and into fire? Feeling agitated, angered, and anxious, George began dialing Venus's number once again. This time around, she answered. "Hello, babes. How are you doing, my darling?" Venus said charmingly. Her response had just stopped George in his tracks. And now he was temporarily speechless as he stood there trying to find the right words to convey his problem or the situation to her. Finally, his tongue had gotten loose from its knot, and the young mechanic exclaimed, "Venus, your father and his men are moving stuff into our house, several bags." "Don't worry about it, my darling. They are only there trying to help you," responded the young millionaire. George was now confused more than ever. "Help me with what?" he shouted, asking. "Help you to get the house furnished, help you to get some new clothing, help you to get a office set up, possible by the foot of Nesbury Hill, or someplace close by, since you don't possess a car as yet," Venus explained. "Apart from having the house furnished, who says I need these other stuff?" George inquired nervously. But before Venus could answer, he continued to ask. What do I need a office for? I'm training to be a mechanic. Oh, and I have no intentions of giving up my trade for some office space and a bow tie, George went on declaring. Okay, my darling, if you say so, responded Venus. But please keep in mind that the utilities are on you at the first of each month. George's girlfriend advised. Instantly, silence hung in the air as George wondered if he had just heard his girlfriend correctly. Venus, you know I only get a small stipend from the mechanic shop. How is that going to pay for my utility bills and buy food? George asked nervously. Well, that's why you need help with an office, so you can start making extra money to take care of your needs, replied Venus nonchalantly. Clutching the phone to his hair, George stood silently for a while. Eventually, the words, I'll figure something out, came from his mouth. All right, my darling, you do that, and we'll talk later, Venus replied, still in a carefree mood. The phones went dead and George better understood his plight, his situation. Now he needed to face the music of taking steps towards working with Venus's father. One thing was for certain, though. George had no intentions of giving up his mechanic position. That was his passion. His long-standing dream from before high school, and he desperately wanted to see it through to the end. However, his monkey was standing in front of him now. He also knew he was in a good position with Venus by his side, and her father pushing him to climb the stairs of success much quicker than he was expecting to. Nonetheless, wanting to maintain his relationship with the Thomases, George realized that he needed to quickly adapt to the hustle and bustle of holding down two jobs, his passion and also that of his sustenance. Now, here is the end of episode 6. George moved into this brand new house, and now he's being told he has to pay the utility bills. No free ride for George, right? He has to put in something. Millionaire girl buy him a house, now he has to pay the bills. Alright, so you see how we are building this story. What is going to happen next with George? Will George leave Venus and go back to his shocky lifestyle, or would he stay and push through with Venus and her father? Let's see how it goes from here, my guys. Let's see how it goes. Please give me your input. Alright, give me your input into this story. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Constance, and I look forward to you joining me in my next class. But before I go, remember to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell, so whenever I post a video, you will be the first to have it. And also, check the description box below for my merch and for books, alright, and for words of encouragement and quotes and all that nice stuff. Alright, guys, love you and appreciate you. Remember, give the story a name. Love you guys, and I'm looking forward to you joining me in my next class. Until then, bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.